Hey, hey, yeah, we are family. Get up, everybody, and say. Do y'all mind if I talk about the dirty pig for a hot second? The dirty pig is really, really, really. He got. I think the dirty pig, Reggie. I gotta believe that this dude got immunity. There's nothing like. There's no way this dude keeps telling all these different lies, and we can see it clear as day, and the authorities can't. I don't like. I'm confused. Like he has to have immunity. He has to have immunity. Like I done caught him in some more very detailed lies that like, yo, bro, this dude like, if he wasn't guilty about anything, there's no reason to lie about nothing. Like he's lying about too much stuff, man. And I got an explosive. I don't know how this is what I'm saying, man. This dude, he gotta be having immunity, man. He got to. Because this clip that I seen, once again, shout out to Vlad. Vlad, Vlad, you gotta sit down one day, Vlad, with a pen and a pad, Vlad. And you gotta sit down and you gotta watch all these interviews, Vlad. Since you want to say that you solved it, Vlad, just sit down. Unless you just gotta, that's your friend and you got a biased opinion and you don't want him to get busted, then I can understand. But if you sit down and with all the stuff that you know off top, and you sit back and you watch his interviews, Vlad, I guarantee you, you will apologize to the world when you say that you solved the murder. I guarantee you, you'll apologize. Because at some point or another, you're going to have to retract that because ultimately, your boy Keefy D is going to get out, and unless Reggie got federal immunity, if he only got state immunity and not federal immunity, then you can expect at some point he's going to go down for the Tupac and the Suge shooting, as well as probably the Biggie one as well. But I got a clip that I'm gonna show you out tonight that's gonna prove. Well, I ain't gotta prove he's lying. Y'all, we all know he's lying. But this will prove that Keefy D had nothing to do with that Tupac shooting. And that he was lying just to get money. You could give yourself some credit. Thank you. I'll take that. Yeah, I know. Choke, who you think did the actual shooting? Kevin Gaines? He wasn't the driver, he was the shooter. Well, he's only one shooter. It's two shooters. You can look at the trajectory of the car and tell that it's two shooters, not one shooter. All y'all believe that it's one shooter believe Reggie's story. The lie that he's putting out there. And remember, he wasn't there, so how could he tell you who was there or how many shooters was? I wasn't, but I could tell from the trajectory of the bullets, it wasn't no goddamn one shooter. Remember the show that I did where I showed y'all the shooting? I'm gonna re-upload it, and it showed you the trajectory of the shots. That's not one person couldn't have did all that shit. I'm sorry. Especially due to looking at the FBI files and knowing that Kevin Gaines was definitely out there. And hearing Sharita say, oh, the Vegas thing? Unless it was the Vegas thing. Unless the Vegas thing is Kevin Gaines sued Suge for stripping his ass in the desert or whatever, which was never said to be a lawsuit or anything, because he never got arrested for it. Oh, goddamn legs is tight. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, how you doing? Whew. I had to make it up that little hill. That's how you stay in shape. Get out here and you get it. Kickboxing classes, boxing training, walking, jogging, calisthenics, the gym, eating right, all a part of the routine. Wait till y'all see me on my next international journey on the beach. Watch how nice I'm looking. I ain't gonna flex right now. I'm gonna wait till I'm on the beaches of the international on my next international trip next month. Trauma Queen. Yeah, I know my birthday next month, so I gotta put another stamp on the passport. But getting back to the dirty pig, right? So now he talking about he only ratted on 3 people. Only. Nigga, that means you ratted. You can't say I only ratted on 3 people. What do you mean only 3 people? And you lying when it come to that. This dude said, yo, I only ratted on Omar Bradley because I don't like him. You still ratted. It don't matter why you did it. You did it. Stop that BS. You know what I mean? I only ratted on Omar Bradley. Oh yeah, no. Oh, and then I only ratted on Terry Swan, whatever her name is. What is it? Teresa Hawkins. Or when I took her down to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So I only told on Omar Bradley and I only told on uh, Tammy Hawkins. Oh yeah. And I told on the other guy in the case with Buntry. You know, I did that for Buntry. I told for Buntry. I testified for Buntry. You know what I'm saying? So Buntry can't try. So I only told on 3 people. I ain't no rat. I only ratted on 3 people. That don't make me a rat. That's just only 3 people. That don't qualify as rat. You know, I just, you know, I did that to help them. You know, that was my job. You know what I'm saying? To be a rat at that time. So I was ratting because it was only 3 times I ratted. It was only 3 times I ratted. And that's because I ain't like Omar Bradley. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, man, he tried to get some money under the table, man. Nah, man. I don't get down like that, man. Nah, I'm ratting him out. I don't like that. I don't like that. So Omar Bradley don't count it. That me ratting on him, it don't matter. You know, but I ratted, but it don't matter because I ain't like him. You know? Same thing with Tammy Hawkins. You know, I ratted and just to me, if me taking her down to Vegas to them and taking her to make sure they ain't do her dirty as ratted, I ratted, but I ratted. Yeah, I ratted. So and with Buntry, man, that's only 3 times. I did that for Buntry. I know it was ratting, but I did it for Buntry. So I can't call that ratting, even though I was ratting for Buntry because he's my friend. So that ain't ratting because he was my friend. I was doing it for him. Forget the other nigga. I don't know that nigga. He wasn't my friend. So I could rat on him. I wasn't down with him. But brother, you said you only ratted on 3 people. The dude with Buntry with the gun, Omar Bradley, and Tammy Hawkins. Let me ask you a question. Who told Greg Caden that Southside killed Biggie in retaliation for not getting their money for killing Tupac? That's 4, right? So that's 4 times you ratted. You want to add that to the holes in your Swiss cheese, nigga? Now, who told Greg Caden about Poochie? That would be 5 times you ratted, right? Do I need to keep going? So you can't say you only ratted on Omar Bradley, the dude for Buntry, and Tammy Hawkins, because you told Greg Caden about Southside. And you told Greg Caden about Poochie. How many is that? Not to mention all the numerous times on goddamn YouTube you told indirectly dry snitching. I ain't got enough fingers and toes for that one. I ain't got everybody in the chat. All of us together put our fingers and toes together. We still ain't got enough fingers and toes to all the lies and the telling you did on YouTube. So how could you say you only told three times? I thought telling is telling. You get a pass for like a limited amount of time. It like, no, nigga. You ate the cheese, like you would say. Nigga, you ate cheddar cheese. You ate Swiss cheese. You ate American cheese. You ate feta cheese. You ate extra sharp cheese. No wonder you constipated. You ate mozzarella cheese. No wonder you full of shit. You constipated, brother. This thing said he only told 3 times. Ain't that telling though? I don't get it, y'all. Y'all gotta make it make sense to me. He said he only told 3 times. Well, who told Gray Kate and all that stuff? Did you tell on anybody in that Memphis case? Because you were sentenced to 18 months, 7 times, and only did a year. How you get all that time cut? I'm sure you stood tall. Sure you stood tall. You see, Reggie, I wouldn't even be on you. Pause. If you ain't sit out here and lie and be calling me out my name knowing that it ain't true. But your constant attacks and calling me out my name and saying I'm a conspiracy theorist. You do know where the word conspiracy theorist came from, right? You do know where conspiracy theorist word came from, right? So you calling me a conspiracy theorist is telling the people a lot. Because it ain't no conspiracy to your lies. It ain't no conspiracy that you said Frank Alexander and Michael Moore is liars and then try to use them to co-sign you to co-sign your lie to make you look right. There's no conspiracy that you called your father within the hour and told him Southside shot Tupac and Suge Knight. And then you told us that you got that information from Suge Knight, but you didn't show up to the hospital 3 hours later. So if you got to the hospital 3 hours later and you found out 3 hours later, how come your father saying you called him within the hour to tell him that it was Southside? You said you called within the hour in the grand jury testimony and said that it was Southside. So how could you know that it was Southside within the hour, but you didn't get to the hospital for 3 hours? And why did it take you 3 hours to get to a hospital that is in Vegas is the size of Turks and Caicos? It's the size of a little ass island. Why would it take you 3 hours? If you drive 1 hour in any direction in Nevada, you're outside of Vegas. So why would it take you 3 hours to get to the hospital to see what happened to your principal uh, subjects, Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur, even if you say you wasn't there to bodyguard Tupac? Suge, your boss, your check signer, just got shot, and it take you 3 hours to get to the hospital, and you security, head of security. You call that a conspiracy? That's a conspiracy. I'm a conspiracy theorist to say that there's something wrong with you being the head of security, the CEO and the biggest artist in the world at the time is shot up and you had a security. They go to the hospital and it take you 3 hours to show up. Nobody can find you for 3 hours. That's a conspiracy. No, the conspiracy is where the fuck was you at for 3 hours? That's the conspiracy. Where was you at for 3 hours, brother? 3 hours. But you called your father within the hour and told him everything that happened, who did everything. You was nowhere around. That's a conspiracy? Only conspiracy is why the feds ain't goddamn arrest you for the conspiracy to commit murder on Tupac Shakur and attempted murder on Suge Knight. That's the only conspiracy. Why they ain't grab your ass yet? I want to know why would it take anybody if the police could get to the scene within minutes, why does it take the head of security who's with the people that the police is taking care of, and you got all these cops working that day, 24 cops, and you show up 3 hours later? That makes sense? Does that make sense to anybody in here? The head of security gets shot. Afeni Shakur was in another state and got to that hospital before Reggie did. What sense do that make? How could that be? He's right there in Vegas. How did she come all the way from somewhere else on a plane and get to the hospital and get to Suge before goddamn Reggie did? What sense do that make? I guess nobody want to know the answer to that one, because I would love to know the answer. Why the Compton police take Vegas case? Because the Compton PD allegedly was all in on this whole thing. This is why they kept trying to force them to put it on Keefy D and all of them, so they wouldn't find out who really was involved. The Compton PD was doing way too much for something that happened 3 hours away. They wanted to put it on Orlando and them all so bad. But watch tonight. I got something for y'all tonight. So make sure y'all tune in. All right? Choke no joke. I'll holler at y'all in a minute. One.